I'm Mike Hurley, and this is the desk that I use to run both of my businesses, the podcast network and the productivity products business. This is a big desk. It's got 2 full setups. I also use it to play games and stream and stuff like that. This keyboard here, by the way, is called the Mode Tempo. I'm going to tell you all about it in just a bit, but I have a special message first. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. For the last 5 years, Relay FM has been raising money to support the life-saving work of St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. We've raised $2.2 million because of the generosity of our community. Please go to stjude.org/relay where you can learn more and donate right now to support the life-saving work of St. Jude. I'm also going to tell you about that more throughout the video. Okay, so we switched over to the iPhone camera now just because it's easier to move. This is my desk as it is right now. So this is the Mode Tempo. This is a brand new keyboard from Mode Design. It's not out yet. They sent me a preview unit. I'm going to get in depth on this in a minute, but I thought I would show you everything else that I got going on. Of course, I have a Sidekick notepad, cortexbrand.com. It's what I keep in front of me every day, all day, to take all of my notes. You can see I've taken a bunch of notes from this one. I love this thing. It's the best. This is my Mark III, which is a mechanical pencil from Studio Neat. I was really surprised at just how much I loved this thing. I've always enjoyed mechanical pencils, but I've been more of a pen guy. There's a bunch of pens in a pen cup. Again, loads of Mark Is from Studio Neat and stuff like that. But I have loved using this pencil every single day. What else do I got? I got some Post-it notes from GroveMade, and this is the remote to my Dyson fan. This is my pop socket, so this goes on the back of my iPhone, which I should probably have on right now to make this easier to hold, but I forgot to do it. They recently released a circular one for MagSafe. It used to be this like really large oval thing, but now this is way nicer. And I use this now because I am a big MagSafe boy because of standby in iOS 17. So this is a material dock, also from Studio Neat. I have a lot of Studio Neat products. And so I put my iPhone here and I can just see what's going on throughout the day because it's ticking over. Like right now, I have a couple of standby widgets on all the time. I typically always have a timery widget, but right now I have one that's also tracking the Relay FM for St. Jude campaign, which is super cool. This is a knife that I love from a company called James Brand. This was a collaboration with Aaron Draplin and they made a special colorway. This thing is super cool. I will also be replacing this with Studio Neat's new Keen product when that comes out later on. All of this is powered by one of those Anker GAN chargers, bunch of USB-C and A, and it's got all of these little guys plugged in. This thing, I know you're gonna ask about this. I don't remember the name of it right now, but I'm gonna find a link to it and I'm gonna put it in the description. It's gonna be underneath the St. Jude donation link. There'll be a bunch of links in the description for things that I can find links for, but it's just a bunch of old Mac icons. This is also magnetic, so you can actually like take these off and stick them up there if you want to, and you've got yourself a little old Mac desktop. This is a couple of trinkets that are important to me. So this was, every year we give a gift for our hosts at Relay FM. This was the first one. It's a little wooden block with the Relay FM logo engraved on it. And next to it, this guy, this was a gift from my younger brother for my 30th birthday. It's a custom wrestling action figure that's meant to be like me. A little while ago, I did a stream where I took a Touch ID button from a Magic Keyboard and put it inside of a little case so I could have Touch ID on my Mac, but I've broken it and I don't know how, and one day I'm going to get around to fixing it. So also on this desk, water bottle. I drink a lot of water. This is my Midnight MacBook Air that's going on over here. Got a cable into the studio display. It's also got the receiver for the microphone that I'm using right now, the Rode Wireless Go 2. You may have seen these. I'm going to give you the opportunity to just read them. So these are 4 messages that I keep on my display at all times. These are reminders to me, and I'll talk you through why they're important to me. So the one on the left, this one here, this was a quote from a podcast that I listened to called Sharp Tech by Ben Thompson. And he was also quoting a Johnny Ive quote that he heard about. And this is something that I keep in mind for when I'm designing products and I'm trying to make them as good as they can be. If you care about product quality, you have to be honest, even if this means you hurt people's feelings. Sometimes you have to make decisions that can be complicated and difficult, and are going to mean that some people aren't going to like the thing that you've made. But I feel like if you want to be honest to the thing, you got to go for it. This is something that a friend said to me recently. that I found my calling, and the skills I have are best suited to this. I can apply them elsewhere, but this is the best use of them. So it's talking about me and the things that I do and where my energy is best put, and I like to read that. It's a good affirmation for me. This one is if I'm having a tough day, if somebody's mean to me on the internet. This happens often, and I just try and remember that. And also, this is something that I'm a Mythbusters fan. I'm sure like many of you have watched Mythbusters. This is one of Adam Savage's top quotes, and my wife Adina said to me recently that I pretty much live by this. I did too. So there you go. I reject your reality and substitute my own. What else have I got going on here? This is a couple of things from St. Jude, stjude.org/relay. This is my glasses cleaner. This is a challenge coin that we did. This was available for people that fundraised on their own and raised over $1. And we have another one of these this year, which has mine and Steven's face on it. Mac Power Users challenge coin from episode 500. And then this desk mat that I'm using is from a set called Noir, a GMK set called Noir. I really like it. I think it matches this very nicely. This is my theme system journal and a selection of fancy fountain pens that I use with it. These are all special. Go check out the Pen Addict, and you'll probably have heard me talk about these. But I journal every day in my theme system journal, and you can see that here. The days that I've been going through in this one. It's really important to me to take that time to reflect every day. This is the second half of my desk. All right, so it fills kind of two main purposes. This is usually covered in stuff. This is just an idea. This side of the desk is usually way messier. It is kind of like my dumping ground for active projects that I'm not dealing with immediately. So right now, for illustrative purposes, here's some paper samples that I'm working through to choose some colors for something. My favorite brass ruler, that was a gift from friend of the video, Kathy Campbell. I go through this stuff that's on this desk frequently. Things are moving in and out. It's active projects of some description that I'm working on, and I'll bring them over to this side and move them back again when I don't need them. This is all currently on top of a sample of the incredible desk mat that we have available for people that fundraise over at stjude.org/relay. This is covering Steven's face, which is not very nice to him, is it? So I'll cover that up. Look at this thing. Incredible. This is a custom mouse that I have made from a guy called Leonardo the Mouse, and it follows my streaming colors, because this is my streaming setup. So this is where I stream keyboard stuff, I stream game stuff, especially during September for fundraising time. That is a battery-powered desk vacuum cleaner. So I have a bunch of cool stuff here, keyboards and artisan keycaps. This is my hobby of the moment and has been for the last couple of years. And right here is where I'm going to show you now a little bit more about the Mode Tempo. All right, and this is my streaming setup. So this is a desk you've seen. I have a camera mounted up here. I have another camera right here, so you can see what I'm talking about, and you can see me. And this is how I stream keyboard stuff and game stuff on this side of the desk, on the left side. This is the keyboard I wanted to talk to you about. It's called the Mode Tempo. This is from a company called Mode. They have made a bunch of keyboards in the past. They actually, by far, are my favorite company for keyboard stuff. They have a wonderful range of boards. I'll show you some of them in a minute. So I can show you some of the design kind of evolution that has led to the Tempo. Tempo is a 60% keyboard. So that refers to the layout. It's kind of like 60% of a full size. And you can have, with this function button, you can press this and I can use my arrow keys, I can access volume and stuff. I have some mapped here, it's very easy to do that, and they have a standard configuration. This model here is made from their Crema colorway with brass accents, and I am in love with this. Look at this thing. I honestly wished I just used my keyboard this way. This is so beautiful to me. The accent pieces that they've got, really fantastic. Oh look, that's what, did you see that? That's what happens when I'm streaming. I get these little alerts that pop up. That's what it looks like. I'm using my actual streaming software to record this. I really love this. I think they've done some fantastic stuff here. They continue to innovate in ways that are interesting to me. So keyboards have a bunch of different mounting styles is what they're called, and it's kind of like how all of the internals are inside of this keyboard. And they have something called the lattice block system, which is like this 3D printed material, and they're these little squishy blocks that sit inside of the keyboard. It's super cool. It's a very innovative way of doing things, and they continue to innovate. I think this keyboard has kind of ruined me. I love the way it looks. The visual balance of this layout is fantastic. I love that I get a little bit more of the color that I've chosen when looking at the keyboard itself. Little touches like this angle here, it's just so awesome. The way that these rubberized feet look here, they're really good at understanding these little flourishes to add to the keyboard. I'm also using the keycaps and key switches that Mode make. So I have the Tomorrow tactile switches inside of here. I'm going to do a sound test in a bit so you can hear how it sounds. I also have their Obscura keycaps, which is a white on black keycap set, which I think is very professional looking. The layout feels very natural. I'll get used to it immediately. I'm now sold on this layout. I've never tried 60% before, but the way that this works is very great, and I love the way the overall design looks and how it makes everything pop. I want to show you some of my other Mode keyboards to give you kind of like an idea of, I think, how their evolution has come through their design language. I don't need you to tell me I have a keyboard collecting problem. I know I have one. All right, so this is my history here with Mode. So this is the Mode 80. This is the first board of theirs that I owned. This is the Mode Sonnet. This is the Mode Envoy, which is, I think these two, you can currently buy both of these. By the way, modedesigns.com/Mike. If you go to that URL, that is an affiliate link. Any purchases that are made through there, I get a percentage of the money that you've spent on the keyboards, which is fantastic. And I think that includes keycaps and switches and everything that you might want to get there. Any money that I receive from Mode for the affiliate link, I'm going to donate that money to St. Jude. So that's modedesigns.com/Mike. You can go there and order anything. This is in pre-order right now, and these are available right now. The keycap switches, the keycaps, the switches, you can buy all of those right now, and if you do it through the affiliate link, modedesigns.com/Mike, I'll get some money. That money will go to the St. Jude campaign. So I think, as you can see across these boards, there is I think they have a visual design style, but you can also see how things have evolved. So this was the first try. This is the Mode 80, it's an 80% keyboard. This is 75, 65, 60. And I adore this. This is the Mode Sonnet. The polycarbonate back, and then the Mode Envoy, which is the most recent. And if you flip it over, I think you can kind of see in this guy some of the design pieces of this guy. So the way that they've done this accent piece at the back now. Oh, I actually also have one more. I forgot about it. This is the Mode 65, this is like a heavier, I think, more premium materials, 65%. So these are both 65s, but they're different. But you can kind of see, I think, from this one and this one and this one, how we get to this design. So you have the kind of accent piece from here, right, that you can see at the top and wraps around to the back. This is aluminium and copper. You also have some elements of the accent here, so you can see it as a line across the top, similar to this one. And then the underside has these cool rubber feet. This also has that lattice block mount system. This is like their new mount system, but you can see it in here. It's really amazing. Like, all of these keyboards are fantastic. These are the keyboards that I use the most. I have a bunch of different things. I really enjoy the hobby. I love the customization and the expression. You can see all these are so different looking. But Mode stuff is incredible for price. It's really amazing for quality. Like, I'm such a fan of the stuff that they do. I really think you should check it out. I'm gonna do the obligatory thing now. I'm gonna do a sound test for you so you can hear just how incredible the Mode Tempo sounds. People are always asking me, oh Mike, I love these keyboards that you have. Where should I go to get one? Go check out modedesigns.com/Mike. Don't forget, so we can send that money to St. Jude. They really have everything. They have a fantastic range of keyboards. They have the keycaps and key switches available. The Mode Envoy is available now. You can go and check that out. I love that keyboard. And now we've got the Mode Tempo. This is a starting price of $259. You can really customize it. That's also amazing. You can choose all the different materials and colors and parts that you want on their website, and it visualizes and shows you them in real time. I love that. And this keyboard will start fulfilling in December of this year. They also do a really good job in the past of making sure that they hit those dates. Of course, anything can happen, but I stand by their quality. I think they do really incredible stuff. Go and check it out for yourself right now. Now, I told you I was going to tell you more about the fundraising efforts for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital this September, which is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Over the last 4 years, the Relay FM community has come together to donate over $2 million to St. Jude. This year, we're going for $2.5 million and maybe even beyond, and that comes from your help. Please go to stjude.org/relay. You can donate there, but you can also find out how to fundraise yourself as well to add even more and earn some fun rewards for doing so. St. Jude won't stop their life-saving work until no child dies from cancer. With your help, we'll be one step closer to that day. One cure closer, one child closer. The generosity of donors everywhere, like you, supports cutting-edge research that saves people's lives, that saves children's lives, and it ensures that no family has to pay any bill at St. Jude for housing or food or the medical treatment that's needed. St. Jude takes care and cares for some of the world's sickest children, regardless of their background, financial status, belief, or where they are in the world. They just believe in saving lives and learning more about how to cure childhood cancer. The patients at St. Jude receive customized care to treat cancer and other life-threatening diseases, regardless of what barriers they may face. Here at Relay FM, we have a personal connection to St. Jude. Josiah Hackett, who is the son of my co-founder Stephen Hackett, his life was saved by St. Jude. So not only is this an incredible place that we believe in, we've seen the effects personally. And that is why we ask for your help in fighting childhood cancer and supporting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So please go and take a look. Donate today, whatever you can. Find out more about fundraising and the other ways that you can help by going to stjude.org/relay. Thank you.